apart. No mass airflow sensor plugged in. Vacuum gauge. Oh, here you can see the mileage probably. I don't know how to reset that. It's got about 130,000. She's bogging out too. Okay, we're gonna quick go over how I put an aftermarket intercooler on the Chevy Cobalt SS. We couldn't get no boost pressure. I want to pay $300, $350 for diagnostic fees to tell me I had a hole in it. Because if you see where the bolts are, they support it that way on top of the plastic. And then I had a sensor that's on a charge tube. You probably won't stare at it, straight down below. It came off. He told me I had a wiring problem. There's a screw down there, if you look straight down there. And the screw came loose, so the whole like map sensor thing came off. Let's get this back here. So here's what we did. This is a EMUSA one. It's beat up because my friend got them. He got some deals on some beat up ones, so he gave it to me. So price is right. The inner dimensions are 21 3/4. So it's going to be slightly smaller, but for the spending $400, it was way better. By, let's see, about 7.5 inches tall, about 7 inches tall. There you go. And the absolute outside, from the start of the tube to the other tube, give me a second here, is about 24. And then the original one, the inner cord dimensions are a little less than 29. So we're about 5 inches shorter, and we're about the same height. I'm going to use 2-inch clamps. I use the EMUSA one. I thought they only had one black one at the time, a really good one. Use the cheapy one. They're both made in China. It was really crappy. Got some 2.5 pipes. I cut it. I don't have the flares on them, the lips, because I just guessed what it was and just cut it. I've taken this up to 20 psi. It hasn't come off, so we're just gonna leave it. There's tips and tricks in the internet. You can cut a pair of pliers to make it work, and I'll show you how we supported this. I just used a little crappy Campbell Housefield welder. I just put this little bracket on here, just a piece of, what is it, 3/16 square tubing, and there's a little weld there. There's a little weld there. Just tacked it. My welds aren't perfect. There's a hole because that's just a piece of metal I had. And it's tacked pretty nice over there. I tacked it at the bottom. I got 5/16 bolts with anti-seize on them. And now I'll show you how we did the other bracket. We got some, this is probably 3/16 stock. We just bent it, put some holes in it. Got a little oblong because I'm not the best fabricator. And let me grab my screwdriver. I'll show you exactly how it's going to go on. I just happen to have some 5/16 screw heads. So these are straight up bolts. And so these always use the anti-seize, especially when you use similar metals. Now the bracket, I'm not a perfectionist. I just put some tacks in here once I bent it to keep the corner a little strength. Some Rust-Oleum primer and paint. A little hole here. I think one of my oblonged a little bit so it fits on a little easier. There it is. And so I just did the welding just to tack it in there so it stays strong. Now it just slides over here and it bolts in. One way fits better than the other because we have this bracket here, so one I trimmed a little shorter. And it's going to bolt in with that. Bolt it in. So as you can see, it's bolted to the top, bolts to the bottom. It's a little spaced off from the intercooler, so it doesn't mess with the hitting the intercooler. So there she is. The bracket's all nice and done up. It isn't going to hit the intercooler. Same with the other one. Bolts in with screws, screw heads, make it a little easier to do. And that's how you save $300 on an intercooler. This EMUSA is on eBay. I think they're like 50 bucks. That company sells aftermarket Chinese stuff. Like, there it is. It's going to be upside down. Let me turn this right side up. There it is. USA, EMUSA. They have aftermarket coils, tire sensors, coilover shocks, struts. So hopefully that gives you an idea. And this is not my idea. Someone did this for the air intake, and it goes right into the headlight or the fog light. So if you like it, please hit the like button. It helps keep these videos going. And here's the other bracket. And so we're just gonna put a couple little tacks in the corner so they're a little stronger, and it'll keep it from going back and forth. Thank you for watching.